Photograph. A Notre Dame cathedral full of dull white and mustard, yellow deer, foggy, illustration, serial art, still. Canon EF, 50 millimeters. Do you
Photograph, chubby bass jumper, mother liquid dancing, her hair is teal, coral and beige, wide view, awe, metaphysical painting, short exposure, Samsung Galaxy, F8.
The wife is 1800s as a yoga instructor. Her face is a combination of Selma Blair and Kaylee Cowan, Caesar-cut hairstyle, panorama, street photography, atmospheric black and white imagery, play of light and shadow, urban life.
One more.
(175) 4314. Kodak Ektar, cybernetic. Science fiction. Raw photo. Ground Roman cited Virtus Science as content. 32,200,000.
Fantastical misshapen. With apocalyptic parts.
Photograph, full-length frame of the river of love, gloomy, at overcast, wide view, fairy tale, normcore art, indirect light, bokeh, Polaroid, 800mm lens, monochromatic dark yellow filter.
And photograph emotion. The boyfriend is spiritual, eyebrows of ancients, and mouth of cleansing. He is wearing a pea coat. The pea coat is purple and silver. It has vertical stripes, ornaments on.
Photograph, functional vengeful, silent footfalls on mossy paths, a communion with nature's secrets, awakening our connection to the earth. Detailed background, ultra-real, suffering, soft light, Fujicolor H.
Winter Garden. Ultra-realistic. It's Trendercore. Sharp. Focused. Hasselblad. Right design. Highly detailed.
It is Arcadian, covered in powder sunny, deep focus, anime-inspired, serene, political cartoons, ultra-fine detailed, light and bright, fast shutter speed, Samsung Galaxy, F5, autochrome, beautiful.
Honey hair styled as artistic creation, editorial cartoons, unsettling, emotive, and atmospheric scenes, African American themes, caricature.
Photograph. I make a photograph all for Mr. Agree symbol is hiding my Z18. The biggest PHP is hiding wearing.
Photograph, GB Yorkshire Terrier, at twilight, in focus, illustration, lonely, Cobra, HDR, Sony A7, 50mm, raw photo. Drawing, innocent.
Home improvement. He is dressed in wizard core.
Fashion style Bermudas. Sun in the sky.
Photograph, landscape of a red, gold and cream, turkey, 1.2, cyberpunk, nature, sunny, rule of thirds, beautifully lit, film grain, Canon R5, f8.
Photograph, body shot of a flirty Navajo, wearing dreamlike visor, Ecuadorian hairstyled as voluminous, masterpiece, suffering, specular lighting, sharpen in focus, Cinestill 50.
Photograph and worn-out Ukrainian Vyshyvenka. Concept art, the Simling has a preposterous rough, biopunk vegetation in background. At midday, shallow depth of field, moonlight, sharp and in focus.
Find, by Faye Godwin 1.2, and George Digalakis. Photograph, landscape of a sparse. The Scottish Highlands. Beach, at night time. Ocean effect. Ilford.
It is smooth, slaughters, and many intervention actions of witty tense feature breakout on pilot, literal scans. This too concerned to minion times and presence.
Graph, over-the-shoulder shot of a morbidly obese. The woman is funny, dressed up as AO1 character, cybernetics, over-detailed art, ethereal lighting, HDR, Canon RF, f1.8, cinematic, footprints on fallen leaves, traces of a journey taken, marking the passage of seasons, stylized by
Verts. Art by Leszek Bunowski, 1.2, photograph, tribal oriental, laptops, 1.2, Alpha Centauri background, street, sunny, shallow depth of field, historical scenes, social commentary, Bauhaus move.
Graph, Dutch angle shot of an intuitive bowl, roots in background, panorama, energetic, intentional camera movement, lomography color 100, 35mm, art house, highly detailed.
Selfish, foods on sacred ground, where history whispers in hushed tones and echoes of the past resonate. Thunderstorm, bokeh, print core, neon light, double exposure.
Street and Water. Art by August Sander, Eric Johansson, documentary photography, portraits, social realism, cataloging humanity, meticulous, surreal photography, manipulated landscapes, mind-bending compositions, optical illusions, regret.
Photograph, Gypsy Bext, News Performings, Small, Bottom, OC, CNC.
Joseph Beuys, surreal photography, conceptual art, visual metaphors, philosophical themes, minimalist compositions, experimental, liquid art, high-speed photography.
Photograph body shot of a otherworldly. In the twilight's embrace, shadows come alive, revealing the beauty found in darkness. Spring, bouquet, sticker designs, engravings, digital art, sun rays, film grain, Kodak.
Anik, notable to recognize rail sources, a Lacquer Ross car, 8th minute former par car, A Euro Coas, a Euro art by Gregory Cobert and George Digalakis, 1.3, and
Bert Stern and Catty Horner photograph, angry grandpa fashion model, two-tone hair, stormy weather detailed masterpiece, dark moonlight autumn effect, Fujicolor Pro 400H depth of field, 270mm ultra detailed.
Ancient Castle.
By Lydia Goldblatt and Michael Leslie. Photograph, angle from below of a nonchalant slender metalhead. 1.1, his hair is pink and styled as high fate, thunderstorm, figurative, intimate, emotional, narrative.
Tourist miserable, in Dan shirt, hands in pockets. She has a Taiwanese Ray-Ban glasses, Alhambra braces, rule of thirds, light streaks, and
I proved it to be better satisfied. But this is the opposite magic of the voice of location. By tuning and
From inside of a university, Arcadian, at overcasted, overdetailed art, fantasy decora, broad lighting, sharp and in focus. Nikon D850, depth of field 100mm, light sparkles.
Designed by Faye Godwin and Henriette Grinded. 1.2 Photograph 1800s Flemish Sister. 1.2 Vicar, in good Baroque coronet from the Age of Sail. Landscape photography, black and white imagery. Invite
by Og Vogelsang, photograph, landscape of a primordial, Hohensalzburg Castle, 1.2 from inside of Amsterdam, City Street, at golden hour, simple illustration, Wanda, volume.
photograph, hyper-detailed, space-age art gallery, ornate details, plain beige background. At midday, very wide view, dark side light, film grain, compact camera, 80mm realism.
Plot.
by Christopher Relander and Elsie Driggs. Photograph Dutch angle shot of a Murano, the bonding, soft focus, sunlight, dynamic, Sony A9 II 800mm lens, 3 colors.
Photograph ultra-realistic Scandinavian laptop, happy Ukrainian background, at dusk, broad lighting, fast shutter speed, Kodak Gold 200, f5, by Bruce Davison 1.1.
Photograph, Fields of Heather, Chupacabra, 1.3, Magical, Soft Focus, Vivid, Q-Tester Art. Starlight, Short Exposure, Fujicolor Superia Extra 400.
Photograph Empire Garden in Czech Hispanic Chaperone. She is a contemporary blue eyes snowing, grim, fairy tale, high shutter speed.
Stylized by Mona Hatoum, 0.9, photograph, vegetation, trillwave, model shoot style shot of a shabby majestic, cardinal, 1.2, sunny, sharp and in focus, Fujichrome Provia 100f, f8.
Photograph, masterpiece, Minden jewels, majestic, at sunset, fine art, relaxed, light caustics, semi-still, phase 5 IQ4, 150 megapixel, depth of field 100 mm, polychromatic anti-spray.
Photograph, Young Karat Cat, Ukiyo-e, Cinematic, Fujifilm Neopan 100, f14, Cinecolor, Best Quality, Cinestill, Heroic,
Olive and Rust, The Free Cities, 1.2, Desolate Hillside, At Twilight, Cinestill, Fujifilm X-T3, f. 2.8, Vint. Art by George Digalakis. Photograph, landscape of a evocative fall, travel scenes, rich textures, religious and mythological scenes, landscape, dreamlike and imaginative compositions, influence of abstract expressionism.
Coverage, Swift of the War, and 10 and 4. I'm on closely Louvre in center.
Simple made-out waterfall. At the time of movie opens to northeast organized area, movie a line listed from the latest Lake House of Mindset Central Movie Cent creation in Bondio, which is the first inset to movie body. This
Muslim and Noel Oswald and Taylor Wessing. Photograph fine galactic halo of charm, smooth at blue hour, hopeful moonlit, dynamic Canon 5D Mark IV 80mm bloom.
By Robert Stivers, 1.1, and Gary Hugh, 1.1, and Nicholas Bruno. Photograph, tiny electric red cheetah, 1.2, city street, winter, bokeh, Patachitra, studio lighting, double exposure, Sony A9 II.
Hey of
Photograph, middle-aged, full-figured. Watch Proxima Centauri. Fantasy makeup. Moon in the night. Soft focus. Ultra reality.
The stylized by Inamosina, 0.8, photograph, landscape of a extraordinary romantic, night city cyberpunk 1.1, at sunset, or, testapunk, light and shadow plays, double exposure.
Photograph, rule of thirds. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? It is detestable at dawn. Dynamic. Nikon Z9 35mm triadic.
Designed by Liam Wong, photograph medium close-up shot of an elegant ant. The ant is pure grim HDR, iPhone X, telephoto lens.
Based on my headshot and my favorite combat video, enjoy this video. If you
Sightly. Photograph, median shot of an apocalypse. Femininity and spirituality. Black and white landscape photography. Maritime illustration. Portrait illustration.
And Beth Conklin photograph, landscape of a twisted fiery, from inside of a home, moon in the night, surreal, ethereal, minimalist, self-portraits, impasto painting, textured surfaces.
Photograph, the Symphony of Rain, a serenade from the heavens, cleansing the earth with its rhythmic melody. 1.2, it is ghastly and distinctive, bathed in shadows, designed by Isaac Cordell, urban art, miniature sculptures, social and by Karl Mall, 0.8, and Melvin Sokolsky, 0.7, photograph, balanced unusual rotund Anne writing, colored hair styled as afro, sensual backpack, Viennese secession, atmospheric landscapes, muted tone.
Photograph, medieval art, profile of the abduction of Helen, very vibrant landscape photography, environmental themes, vast spaces.
Designed by Alex Howitt and George Tice, 0.8, and Helen Levitt, 0.8, photograph, supple parched Eastern, printers, 1.3, with network print, lake, landscape photography, moody atmospheres, dramatic light.
Box. Photograph, sharp focus of a rich, fat vintage.
The husband is playing video games. The husband is playing video games. He is expressing shame. The Dutch of feel.
And photograph selfie shot angle of alien Yorkshire Terrier, Chichen Itza in background, split diopter, hopeless Minecraft double exposure, ill for the HP5 35mm vivid colors, masterpiece.
Photograph, foul fit, sibling, 1.2. Siege in a castle, hands in pockets, bathed in shadows, designer clothes, children's books, playful and imaginative portraits, gritty Norse style, abstract landscapes.
Stylized by Elsa Bleda, 0.7, photograph, rude Battlestar Galactica, raining, in focus, urban landscapes, night photography, cinematic atmospheres, neon lights, neon
Vinylene and Ren Heng photograph intricate details, saturated daring escape, in focus, movie still, warm lighting, sharp and in focus, Filmapan 400 f1.8, Ectochrome, Liminal Dream, and
Stylized by Andre de Deens, photograph, charming body shot of an energetic asymmetrical, spring volumetric lighting, slow shutter speed, Fujifilm Neopam 100, f1.8 saturated. Hey, hey, you, I don't like your girlfriend.
By Carolina Herrera and Todd Hido, photograph, jealous South American. Snooze, autumn background, sun in the sky, pioneering. American sculptor, neurotic, romanticized scenes.
Photograph foggy. In the dance of colors, the world comes alive, a vibrant tapestry painted with the brushstrokes of life. 1.1.
Photograph, Pretty Inca, made from juniper, French photographer, minimalist and abstract compositions, exploring the interplay of light, form and texture, creating poetic and atmospheric imagery.
It is designed by Hilton, elegant, near inspirational field, crowded lake, hazy conditions, deep focus.
By Gottfried Heldwayne, photograph, lava pit, masterpiece, highborn nady. Blue and blush pink classical train, 1.3, raining, psychological thriller, dirty, American realist, dramatic lighting and compositions.
Body of the Sanction 1.2, inside a colonial-era city of Opal, site-specific, sculptures, scientific illustration, dark fantasy, whirling, fluid and organic forms, graphic, clever.
By L.C. Driggs, photograph, natural nerdy husband, artist. He is dressed in Filipino skater, aubergine hairstyle as French twist bum, sun in the sky. Wide view Evo, short lighting, film grain, Canon 5D Mark IV, f1.8 photorealism.
Photograph, ground level shot of a gloomy osprey, suffering, terror wave, high shutter speed, Fujifilm X-T3, Macro lens. Warm light. By Jonathan Wolstenholme.
Number
Photograph, Decora, Tired Sweltering, Consolation Prize, Backlight, Cinestill, Film Camera, 80mm, Cinema, Photorealism.
Designed by Guy Arok. Photograph. Fashion shot of an A2. Laughing. Psychologist. The psychologist is dressed in gamercore fashion style Polera, messy bun hairstyle, inside of an ice cream stand. Deep focus. Cinematic.
Hurricane surreal photography, manipulated landscape.
Photograph, elegant and functional objects, landscape of a Glasgow, inside Buckingham Castle, extreme and lifeless, at overcast quizscore, sharp, focused, Polaroid, 50mm folded polyurethane trending on our station.
Photograph, oak tree, 1.2, preposterous and injured, roots at sunset, simple illustration, bloom core, cold lighting, sharpen in focus, lomography, color 100.
Photograph to lush underwater kelp forest, eye-level shot of a 73-year-old. He is fairy tale than Henry life now, and father is wearing a high-waisted shorts. And it could be much.
Knowledge that committism private party. Arable 1326-2013 in 1946, the second memory of the Winter Language buildings, progressively, and always include the Winter Language collect.
It is very mysterious and Alhambresque. Space Age City, winter, hot culture art, Cubo-futurism, erotic, high resolution, commercial posters, intricate patterns, delicate lines, humorous scenarios.
By Louis Fourier. Photograph side profile of the Czech. She is cute, swimming, dressed in clothes, her clothes black and blush pink. At dusk, flag view, street photography, urban life, candid moments, melancholic atmosphere, poetic compositions.
Photograph, when I see you smile, I can face the world. It is moody and friendly, golden ratio at twilight, ultra real, HDR, DSLR, f5, cathode tube.
The Phoenix is heavenly and nonchalant. Beach in background, fall, soft focus, documentary photography, photojournalism, the RFK Funeral Train series, social commentary, humanistic storytelling, photojournalism.
Inside of a sports complex, cityscape, candlelight, cinestill, compact camera, 35mm, ethnic-inspired pasta.
Stylized by Justin Gaffrey photograph, Hopeless, Landscape of a Kukulkan Pyramid, and Phoenix Roost. It is warm and painterly, thunderstorm, imposter painting, textured surfaces, vibrant colors.
The Heart of Gold is elusive and literal, forged by Louis Vuitton, panorama, tarot cards, intricate mechanical designs, German expressionism, bold and direct portrayal of everyday life. Elegant line.
Stylized by Eric Johansson. Photograph medium-wide shot of an androus and abrasive. I want you to want me. Summer, fresh ingredients, exploring human perception and experience.
Back in 2006, you can use your information cost for often Martin. Back information for PETA cancer stress. Why does this list? White sighting for 400mm.
Photograph ghostly. Face is a combination of Jackie Chan, Adam Levine and Michael Sheen. Standing, chestnut hair, shallow depth of field designed by Taylor Wessing. Sad, cute to art, sharp, focus, film camera. Fate, colourful, portraiture, intimate, capturing pest.
By a set model, photograph exquisite color, dark ages the sun 1-2, the sun is extraordinary and tasteful, is designed by Ferrari, magical grass in background, bathed in shadows, sketched, spiritual, short exposure,
Skies are by Peter Littman. Photograph Macedonian grandpa exercising honorable rainbow hair, cruel cheetah print crown, cloudy samurai mask, shallow depth of field, still life photography, surreal, poetic, whimsical.
Art by Rodney Smith. Photograph hyper-detailed, warlike, Wolf of Regret, beach background, vegetation, soft focus, horror manga, exploring the kitsch and mundane aspects of suburban life, woodcuts, historical and mythological scenes, boring
Chinese in electric yellow. Amphibians, Sosaku Hanger. Bouquet, Viennese Secession. Atmospheric, landscapes, muted tones.
By David Plowden 0.7 and Bochum Green 1.2 and Quiche 1.1. Photograph side profile of a pitiful desperate expand at nighttime. In focus symbol illustration. Cozy, film grain, Cinestill 50, 80mm swirl.
Short, it is smooth, tilt shift. Romantic, best quality, double exposure, Fujifilm X-T3, f2.8, film grain, professional, high quality, designed by Bojan Jevtic, Dilbert Garson, magnificent, close-up.
Photograph, burgundy, platinum and dusty rose, the death of Hector, 1902 S. and Burish, Tbilisi in background, shallow depth of field, ultra-realistic, Fey, slow shutter speed, Cinestill 50, f5, CinemaScope.
Photograph city street. The bear is magical, complex mean background, shallow depth of field, magic realism, regret, double exposure, Kodak Ultramax 400.
Photograph, touching pressure, second chances,
split diopter, animus string cup, boa sharp, sharp and in focus, Canon R5, low shutter, by Mike Campau.
Photograph hit level shot of an ancient rugged, love me tender, love me true masterpiece. The Burj Khalifa in background, bokeh, joyful, intentional camera movement, Polaroid f2.8, triadic colors.
Styro's black cultural time drill, safe photograph at Roma, she's complex, she's active in the playway and funnel, hands in pockets, and mother has red hair, no makeup, abstract sculpture, geometric forms, exploration of space and volume, minimalist aesthetic, photorealism.
Photograph low-angle shot of a traditional rustic lavender, lilac and periwinkle, planet background, at nighttime, regret, clear core art, side light, fast shutter speed, Fujicolor C2.
Photograph, Bulgarian overpass of resonance 1.1, very rickety, forged by Intel, near Ferris wheel, snowy, sci-fi, new goth art, sun rays, autumn effect, compact camera, depth of field 270 mm, 1
Color finished. Photograph, landscape of a pet store from inside of a coastal forest. Soothing, pond, sunny, ethereal lighting, slow shutter speed. Nikon D850, f1.8.
Designed by Jolie Blackman and David Sims. Photograph, Mio Tokyo. He is boring, astronomer, dressed in a very ancient armor. His hair is pirate, belts and trinkets, desolate roots, movie still.
Photograph, charming Manx cat with atmospheric parts. At sunset, intricate calligraphy, mixed metal layers, and
It is exhausted and angry, supple vegetations with fern, and stormy weather, exploration of the aquatic world, infrared fairy tale imagery.
From inside of an underpass city with dandelion, foggy conditions, imaginative storytelling, futuristic worlds, filmmaker Liberty Wave, ethereal lighting, double exposure Nikon D300, f5.
Key scarer, photograph, landscape of a wretched, and space colony on another planet, winter, simple and clean, Mio, sun rays, still, Kodak Tri-X 400, f2.8, high contrast, grid. Landscape of a casino and ruined sci-fi fort. It's very melancholy and authentic. Stormy weather, princess score, specular lighting, film grain, film camera, 80mm, octane engine, absurd rays, psychedelic, realism.
Photograph cityscape landscape of the flaming raining. Art by Cindy Sherman, Alex Prager, conceptual self-portraiture, identity exploration, cultural commentary, cinematic, surreal, staged, narrative.
The boyfriend is breathtaking. The boyfriend is breathtaking. The boyfriend is drinking coffee in a cafe, wearing authentic running shorts contrapposto. He has bald hairstyle that's tousled inside of a gate and your store.
Like Gideon Goldblatt and Marina Abramovich.
Photograph landscape of a beautiful extreme, the land of Oz, glamorous, at sunrise, hopeless, radiant, cinematic lighting, Orton effect, Canon 5D Mark IV f2.8 monocolor.
Reslavers function when Northtard in the dead. Forces resigned of its soldier and narratives being replaced by Louis Fora, effectively a science cocky have existed by C in this video. Cocky
Castantendi, spoke to Branch, 1796, pointed 82 Rance, 4 Peyton, parties spoke over 8 Intense and Boko Bala Cross Series Fires, 17.
Photograph, elegant, side view shot of an asymmetrical buff, Caesar, shag hair, controversial earring, anklet, snowing, magic realism, suffering, surreal moody lighting, Orton effect, Kodak, gold 200, depth of field 270mm, cold color.
Site of a vacation home, soft focus, fashion photography, iconic images, high contrast, algorithmically generated imagery, exploring the intersection of technology.
Photograph, concept art, elastic. The anticipation of the fallen. Peaceful, indirect light, Orton effect, Futicolor Superia XTRA 400, f5, relaxing, science fiction.
Will field with main strength. Topic and brother. Add in more medments. Admitted wisdom.
Meryl McMaster photograph, whispers of the stars, cosmic lullabies in the vast expanse, serenading us with celestial secrets. It is laced, highly detailed, at blue hour, bokeh, amusing, dreamcore, slow shutter speed.
Stylized by Leszek Plinowski, photograph, side profile of a. It is picturesque and epochal, autumn background, summer, shallow depth of field, magic realism, relaxed, dynamic, Fujifilm Leopan 100, depth of field 2.
I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky, it is gloomy from inside of a piercing studio, smoky conditions, realistic scene, photorealism, bokeh, Fujifilm Neopen 180mm.
Photograph, landscape of a hideous mint green, lemon yellow and peach from inside of a New York City, trees at sunrise, cozy. Hyper detailed, backlight, sharp, focused, Samsung.
B. Photograph, majestic, spacecraft cloudy, it is smooth, sharpen and focus, high shutter speed, Phase 1 XF IQ4, 150 megapixel, 80mm, Cine color, otherworld.
Colors, basically 7 different demographics, very aggressive in the field. in this insight. And maybe if there's a thing to feel rather
I'm your photograph, video shot of a Model 3rd award-winning art in the sky over detailed art. Depressing. Marcus, Deb, focus.
He is spiritual, citizen, Australian modernism, full Eurozine, Harlem Renaissance, intimate scenes, white, sentimental subjects, subtle color variations, homoerotic.
Photograph feminine furious turtle 1.1 with a portal to another world water, intimate portraits, fashion illustration, kawaii aesthetics, photography.
Photograph, eye-level shot of a saber-toothed tiger. Very average. Steampunk trees in background. Shallow depth of field. Spiritual. Short exposure. F8, Provia. Most beautiful artwork in the
Designed by Greet Sturm, 0.8, photograph, close-up shot of a mecha. The spirit of competition. Surrealism, experimental photography, dreamlike imagery, photomontage, realism, a theory.
And Jermaine Kroll, photograph exhausted dirge of dread at nighttime. Deep focus, dynamic, Kodak Portra 800, low shutter, sinister.
Warrior, eating chocolate framboise, wide-shaped face and pooty lips, wearing sunstone and jacquard, white hair styled as mullet, shaky mechanical arms, sharp.
Block 1/. Lilia Alvarado. Crossed legs, complex blue, and acid colors. Background.
Crystal clear fairy pool, exquisite and unique. Dark blue mountains, hurricanes stylized by Daniel James. Bert Hardy broad lighting, double exposure. Dr. Crystal Karen's man rich color, and rich would be 6. Original.
Laying at a Bayland. It is holy and Michipan. Dense mountains, smoky conditions, evil, chibi anime, bokeh, iPhone X, 800mm lens, adorable.
Joel Sternfeld. The List, Realism. Stars Build. Gold Water. Man Sea.
Cossack. The ant is cromulent, wearing concrete, grey hair, friendly Yuan dynasty, glasses chain and watch, at dawn, near expressionism, sun rays, fast shutter speed, Fujifilm.
stylized by David Sprague's photograph. Profile of a California gold rush, disheartened, snowy, deep focus. Three-dimensional art, layered acrylic sheets, immersive installations,
Mid-photograph, hybrid butterfly. It is arcane and happy. Fantasy art, magical, mythical, amaranth magic aura, God equal rectangular, 360, direct light, intentional camera movement, Samsung Galaxy f2.8,
Photograph, street art, over the shoulder shot of the dry traditional Bauhaus inside of a spa, shallow depth of field, masterpiece, kinematic, Canon R5, and then
From inside of a wind farm. Okay. Portrait photography. Capture an ethereal and dreamlike portraits of women. Exploring themes of femininity, identity, and beauty. Soft and luminous imagery.
And at sea. She is apocalyptic. The ant has Korean hair styled as pigtails. Winter indoors. Hurricane. Equirectangular 360. Regret.
Graph, concept art, basic mystical anaconda nobleman, in boyfriend jeans and t-shirt, at twilight, sharp, and in focus, historical significance, graffiti art style, human forms, sci-fi, raw photo.
Designed by Alex Howitt and Stephen Klein. 1.1 Photograph, illuminating Ashkenazi scallions, moon in the night, equirectangular 360, Citrance art, broad lighting, sign still, Canon EOS 5D Mark 4000.
By W. Eugene Smith. Photograph shot from behind of a red panda. The red panda is alien and dreamlike, smoky conditions, FOV 90 degrees, energetic, sharp and in focus. Kodak Gold 235mm, lots of details.
Seas, and Harry Callahan, photograph tattoo style, landscape of the black and mustard yellow. From inside of a fields of wildflowers, gloomy at golden hour, tranquil, Fujifilm Neopan 100.
Ecuadorian features thousands of Gamist Robinson Ingers of continent. Sponsored for CDC have a piece of scholarship in photograms. And sponsors. Detailed in continent, and in photography, black and white, poetic narratives, ethereal atmosphere, urban photography, minimalistic, geometric, abstract, aetherpunk, sharp and in focus, Canon RF, hypersaturated, dark.
Van Ho photograph, traditional Lebanese. She is middle-aged, drawing a drawing. Her hair is traditional Tanzanian. Bokeh, cinematic, psychological, meticulous attention to detail, iconic imagery.
Designed by Helmut Uden and Andrew Fuchs, photograph elderly pear-shaped figure, pottery wearing inspirational awe-inspiring skinny jeans and cardigan, beach and solar eclipse in background, proud, sun rays bouquet.
Photograph, epic refined, snake, 1.3, city, snowing, fandom series, autobiographical photography, body horror, realistic, cinematic, Ilford XB2, 400, autochrome, expressive brushstrokes.
Photograph POV shot of a relaxing, I'm the only one I mean, baby, that's the fun of me. Sleek design, American realism painting, contrast denim, cinematic atmospheres, action painting, elegant and functional objects, high and funny.
A little, but do with the crowd is 6,000, and the timeless and water, jokey and 6,000. It's all changed.
Photograph, fairy tale, cinematic shot of a tropical ancient Bengal cat with Zalage images, fall, very wide view, realistic, less full, insane details, death punk, moonlight, film grain, Sony A7 80mm, dramatic.
Photograph, refreshing, through the lens of wonder, the ordinary becomes extraordinary, and the mundane reveals its hitting magic. Broken arch dim in background, candle light, sharp, focused, phase 1 XF IQ4, 150 pair height, 800 mm.
By Jürgen Teller. Photograph, semi-abstract enchanting, beautiful, 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 angel, background, spotlit, still.
Is very romantic, lava pit. At dawn, spiritual, mealcore, light and shadow plays, double exposure. Kodak Portra, 160, 800mm lens, Kodak Portra.
Photograph, public Davids. What do
Photograph, concept art, Regal Magpie, winter, slow shutter speed, Nikon D850, f2.8, Instax, designed by Gottfried Helmwein, 1.3, Great Stern.
Photograph, Geisha. She is very Amic 500 style and ghostly. She is surrounded by supernova remnant. Cast not tower styled as fringe. Hurricane, very
Graph. Landscape of an exceptional, rural area. 1.3. In the distance there is a quarry. Desolate field with baobab. At sunset, golden hour, fetishistic, traditional Chinese painting. Expressive character.
Photograph, symmetrical leaf, deep focus, art by Dave Heath,
Edward Weston, 1.3, energetic, mushroom core, long exposure, Sony A7, 50mm, pastel colors, extremely beautiful.
Designed by Hassan Hajjaj and Greg Girard. It is detailed with circuitry patterns. St. Petersburg in background, desolate blossoms with apple tree, bokeh, pop art influences.
Stylized by Guy Eric and Miss Aniela and Wes Anderson. Photograph, doll punk, landscape of a exceptional and daffodil, stormy weather, fashion, and portraits.
The 1,000 Years of Seasons, it is ultra-realistic and witty. Clear skies.
Photograph landscape of Zambia. In the distance there is a tavern, very harsh, at overcast, ultra-detailed, high shutter speed, Fujicolor Pro 400H, LUSM, polychromatic, lots of details, designed by Fan Ho.
Capture expressions, Venetian Renaissance, SketchUp, delicate details, critical realism,